Hey guys, Dave from ProGuides here, and welcome back to another episode of Silver Struggles, the series where you send us your demos and we review them with a sassy attitude. We've been getting non-stop submissions of your games, so thank you so much. Please keep them coming. Remember to check out the link in the description below to submit your demo. Now, our match today comes from Font. They're ranked at Master Guardian Elite and consider their aim to be their greatest strength. This is something fairly common around this rank. People say you can't just frag your way to DMG. I mean, they're exaggerating, sure, but there's a little bit of truth in there. Font has told us that they think consistency is their biggest weakness. We hear you, Font, but remember that even the pros can be at the bottom of the scoreboard in one map and right at the top in the next. For this demo, Font would like to know why they kept dying and why their team didn't come back and win the match. The three areas we're going to be focusing on in today's demo are repositioning, grenade usage, and contributing to the round. The map is Mirage, and we're starting on the CT side. Let's dive in and see how we can help Font today. First up, we want to talk about repositioning. Round 4 has Font picking up a scout. They start holding mid, but get pulled away to the A site. They get a tag in, and then things just kind of stop there. Font checks connector, thinks about checking mid, but they never really move from jungle. Check out Simple's chapter on opping from his masterclass on ProGuides.com, where he talks about the importance of changing positions as a sniper. That was totally a smooth self-plug, right? Alright, back to the game. Look at where the rest of the A players are. Font isn't looking at anything that their teammates aren't already covering. And Font isn't in a position to help them either. So, Font's teammates get taken out, while Font watches helplessly from jungle. Who could have seen that one coming? It's not enough to just be in the round. You've got to contribute too. Look at your map, figure out which areas aren't already being covered, and reposition to defend them. Alright, round 5 has Font on a rifle. This looks like a little miscommunication, where it was going to be a pistol buy, but 3 players bought up. That left Font with a pistol, but still needing an upgrade. Unfortunately, they grabbed an M4 instead of a FAMAS. A FAMAS would have left them much more cash for utility instead of the one smoke they have. Font gets spotted at jungle and exchanges a few blows. The enemies retreat, and Font once again doesn't move from jungle. Like the previous round, Font has already been spotted in this position. They need to move or the enemy can just play around where they're holding from. Instead, Font should have moved to B or Ticket to help out from a new angle. Font does a good job of rotating quickly to the B site to help defend, but their teammate gets taken down before Font even set foot on the site. It's a 2v3, but Font is separated from their teammate. There's no need to push here. The T's fake the plant and completely bait Font into peeking. But look at the round time. There was still 30 seconds left on the clock. Denying the plant here doesn't win Font the round, and you're putting yourself in a 1v3 until your teammate arrives. Font should have stayed in the kitchen and held the line. Charging in doesn't gain you anything, but ultimately, if Font had repositioned to help either of their teammates, they'd have a better chance to retake this site. In round 12, we get more of the positioning and contribution troubles. Font does another good job of noticing the incoming smokes and uses utility to stop it with a quick molly. The problem comes after this. Font gets a kill, steals a gun, and falls back. Nothing wrong with that, except the only fallback to Shadow. Font has already been spotted in this position. They just got a kill from here. Their teammate is pushing ramp, so Font should be watching Palace, where they've already seen one enemy, or Connector. Instead, they're just listening to their teammate try and win the round alone. Meanwhile, another teammate clears Connector and Palace for Font. Font, buddy, what are you contributing here? You gotta put yourself out there and do something. We all get life lessons in round 15. For the last 4 rounds, Font has been holding from Shadow and has been spotted by the enemy while doing so. So, any guesses what happens in round 15 while they're holding from Shadow again? Yep, flushed out with a Molotov and mowed down. Shadow is a dangerous position anyways because you're basically pinned in, but holding it round after round is especially dangerous. Changing positions is a key element of CS. Anytime you're spotted by an enemy or make a noise, you should change positions. Unless telling the enemy exactly where you are is some kind of brilliant scheme, but that's not usually the case. The next area of Fawn's play we're going to look at is grenades. Trust us, we're sick of talking about grenades too, but y'all start using them properly and we'll stop talking about them. Remember round 5 where Font bought an M4 instead of FAMAS and only had one smoke? Let's see what they did with it. Font tossed it through mid-window where it hit the burning Molotov and does nothing. Uh-oh. But even if that molly wasn't there, what would that smoke have accomplished? The enemy is already at connector, and that smoke wasn't getting anywhere near it from this angle. Using your utility is important. Just make sure you thought it through first. Let's look at round 7. Okay. Alright. The triple op is nothing to do with you, but only having one grenade is all on you, pal. And then with your one smoke, you smoke your teammate's smoke? Okay, let's just move on from this round. Let's just get right out of this round. Round 8 is up. All right, that's more like it. Look at all those tasty grenades. You are ready for anything with this arsenal. You spot that smoke coming in, frag and molly for damage. Nice, nice, okay. Wait, why are you smoking so deep? Who are you flashing? So you've just burned all your utility without spotting a single enemy? And now you have to rely on your aim to win the rest of the round? You get the first kill and not the second. That's why we don't like this just shoot everyone plan. Utility is your lifeline as a defender. It's the only way you can delay an attack without just trying to kill everyone. Use it only when you need to. We see it once more in round 11, this time on the A site. All utility is used straight away, and Font is left a sitting duck when the enemy's actual push comes in. More grenade fun in round 13. Now this is just chaos. There aren't even any sound cues or smoke spotted this round. Luckily, Font's teammates pull off the retake without them, because Font sure wouldn't be much help without any grenades. Grenades are your lifeblood in CSGO, especially as a defender. You should be using them, absolutely, but only when you need to. If you're gonna toss one, you have a good reason, okay? As a CT, you want to be saving at least a flash in case you need to do a retake. The third area we want to take a look at is contributions to a round. We're gonna do this one a little differently. Here comes the side swipe with Font now on the T side. Font's team is not doing well here. Luckily, they're about to win a lot of rounds, but that's not what we're looking at. Font, this is an intervention. We're going to show you how many times you stay at top mid in your T half and how many times you actually contribute to the round because of it. Font, we do this because we care. Round 16. Your team goes B with the bomb. You're fighting on mid even when your team has the site. No kills. Dead. Round 17. Your team goes mid. You miss a window smoke. Your team heads to B, and you come in behind. No kills. Dead. Round 18. Your team goes to A. You go with them. No kills. Dead. This is totally a throwaway round, but at least you go with your team. Round 19. Your team goes mid to B. They get mowed down. 1 kill. Dead. Round 20. Your team goes A. You leave top mid. To go to B? No kills. Dead. Baiting like this requires you to get at least 1 kill, and that's hard to do with a scout. Round 21. Your team goes A. You keep holding mid while your team is dying. 2 kills. Dead. Round 22. Your team goes B. You keep holding mid. 1 kill. Dead. Round 23. Your team goes A. You rotate through spawn instead of following the bomb. No kills. Alive. Round 24. Your team goes mid. You've used all your grenades by the time you reach top mid. No kills. Dead. Round 25. Your team gets pushed at mid. Place you're responsible for. No kills. Dead. Round 26. Your team goes B. No kills. Alive. Round 27. Your team goes mid. you get the opening kill. 2 kills, alive. Round 28, your team goes A. No kills, dead. Round 29, your team goes mid, then A. You go with them, 2 kills, alive. Round 30, the bomb is going mid. This is your area again. No kills, dead. Out of 15 rounds, you got a kill in just 5 of them. Of course, kills aren't everything, but by going mid almost every round, you left your team in a 4v5 for the half. They actually did an amazing job considering they were a player down. Now, you might have thought that by staying on mid you were locking it down, but you weren't. Once the CTs knew you were going to be there every round, they could just ignore you. It's actually better for them to leave you alive doing nothing on mid. That way, they can have an extra player on a bomb site. And you know what isn't a bomb site? Mid. The CTs don't care if you have control of mid on your own. They only care if your whole team is there. So, why didn't your team make a comeback? Because you weren't doing anything to help them for most of your T-half. So, let's recap the 3 areas Font needs to focus on in order to improve. The first area we looked at was repositioning. You want to avoid holding one position for too long, or returning to the same position round after round. All it does is give free info to the enemy. Instead, you want them to have to work to get that info by sending scouts or using utility. The second area we saw was grenades. We know, we always say grenades, but this one is different, we promise. Font knows grenades are important, but doesn't know how and when to use them. It's almost like they watched a guide that told them, use grenades and nothing more. What's that on his utility belt? A flashbang? Once again, a grenade could have helped get Carter out of this pickle. Oh. Well, that guy does have a nice voice. Moving quickly along, as we said earlier, you need to have a reason for throwing grenades. And for a lot of rounds, Font did have a reason, like spotting an enemy smoke. But it's just as important to hang on to some utility for later in the round. Imagine you were on the T side. If you knew that you could get the CTs to toss all of their grenades by just throwing a couple of smokes, you'd do it every single round. And the last area we looked at was contributing to the round. We saw some of this on Font's CT side, and a lot of it on the T side. You don't have to be getting kills to contribute to a round, but you do have to do something. It could be flashing in teammates, or it could be defending an unguarded area, could be supporting teammates to secure a trade frag. What it shouldn't be is a lot of standing around. Be sure to glance at the map every time you can. Keep track of what your team is doing and jump in when it looks like you can help them. Fawn is at that awkward stage where they know how to play CSGO mechanically. But that's only the first step, because now they need to learn how to play CSGO by using their big brain. We want to thank Fawn for sharing their demo with us. There are a lot of players doing the exact same thing you are. Trust us, you are not alone, buddy. You've clearly got skill, and we want you to keep playing and keep improving. That's all from us today. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to improve at CSGO without submitting a demo, be sure to check out ProGuides.com. Or if you want to appear in the next episode and have your demo reviewed in a sassy way, check out the link in the description below. And until next time, good luck in your matches.